Alright, so I am looking down here at my notes. Being a teacher requires a cheerful disposition and a multitude of patience. I was a teacher's aide for a couple of summers in a row when my sister was in elementary school, and one of the teachers that I worked with, you could tell she had been teaching for a long time, and she had some advice for me, but it was never positive advice. It was always get out now kind of advice, but I didn't let that deter me from doing what I wanted to do, and she seemed to not really like her job or like what she did, and she always made the kids feel, I guess, incompetent is the word, which is never good when you're working with children, especially of such a young age, because their minds are so moldable, and if you mold a child's mind to believe that they're incompetent, they're going to believe that the rest of their life. Another important quality for an educator is the ability to know how to have fun and when to be serious. Right now I have a job as a summer camp counselor, and some of the kids that I work with are 4 to 6 year olds, and I love them to death. And their turnover time of forgiveness after you yell at them is very quick, which is great, because then you don't have to worry about them holding a grudge against you or whatever. But I really enjoy working with them because on the inside, I'm a 5-year-old, so I'm right at their level, and it kind of works out great because I can do games with them and play different things that they enjoy, and they have fun, and I also have expectations for them, and they know what the expectations are, so they know how to behave usually. But of course, they still have their days where they don't want to listen, but that's just a kid in general. I know one of the qualities that I feel like I need to work on is leaving my personal issues at the door before I come in. A big pet peeve of mine is when people bring their personal problems to work with them, and having this job as a summer camp counselor really gives me the opportunity to practice some of the techniques and things that I'll be using when I start teaching. But it's very difficult to leave your personal problems out of the equation. But it's not fair for me to bring my personal problems to work with me and be frustrated or be angry or be upset, and then take my frustrations or whatever the case may be out on the children. That's just not fair. Nobody would want that. Sometimes you can't help it, but trying hard to leave it at the door is definitely a must. Maintaining a professional relationship with each child's parent is another important aspect of being a teacher. It'll make your life much easier later down the road when that child is misbehaving or you have to talk to the parent during parent conferences. It just it gives you a good foundation for each child when you have a good positive relationship with their parents. And sometimes having that support at home and also having it in the classroom gives the kid a better chance of doing well. You always want to make sure that you send them home with positive energy, and then the parents can also solidify that when they get home as well. and it lets the parents know that they can trust you. And of course, you're always going to have at least one parent who doesn't like something that you did, but that's true in life as well. You're never going to be able to please everyone all the time, so trying is just going to make you crazy. It's important to keep an open mind and always be polite no matter what, even if the parent is frustrated and they take their frustrations out on you. A smile and a kind word can go a long way with any parent. But being a teacher is something that I've always wanted to do, so I can't see myself doing anything else. And I feel like I say that a lot, but it's the God's honest truth. I don't see myself doing anything else with my life. And kids are my whole everything. So, thank you.